Hello chess fans! In today's video I'm going to be explaining my thought process when solving a tactic and solving a few tactics, maybe 3 or 4. And if you like this type of video, please tell me if you want me to do a puzzle rush for Lichess video, because I'm very interested in that and I would like to see if you guys would like it, so comment down below if you would want that. So in this position we have an outside pass pawn as black, which is usually good in the endgame. And so I'm going to start with my thinking process when going to a tactic. The first thing you want to look at is, do you have a forcing move? And a forcing move is basically just a check. So I'm looking at his king here, and I don't really seem to have any sort of checks. My pawns can go like this. Yeah, there's no real checks. The second thing I have to look at is if I have any captures. And yeah, I still don't even have any captures. And so now, the third thing I want to look at in these sort of things is basically what type of puzzle do I have? And I have an endgame puzzle. And as I can see, I have a connected pass pawn. So I'll simply calculate if my king, oh sorry, I went back a move, if my king can reach it before his king can reach it, and if that is winning. So let's calculate. King here, king here, king here, king here, king here. Let's say c5, king here, and we should be winning that. So obviously his king doesn't want to move, so that's not the best course of action. So let's say king here, c5, king here. Well, then he goes king here, and then he probably does catch up. Though even in that position, I think I might be winning. So king here, c5, king here. If here, then here. And after takes, here, takes, king here, king here, king here, king here, king here, takes. I think we have too many pass pawns. So let's calculate that again. King here, c5 is likely the best move. And if we go king here, he goes king here, king here. And maybe he has some sort of chances, though. Even in that position, I'm pretty sure he's lost. So I think, yeah, this should be the correct first move. Okay, he goes with a5. a5 I don't think is a problem because we can just run for these pawns. But okay, I actually see his threat. So a5 is also a good move. The idea of a5 is he wants to go c5. So if I go king here, he wants to go c5. And after I, let's say, go king here, he wants to go this move. Though actually still, I feel like that's bad. After king here and king d5. Okay, I solved that puzzle. So I'm going to look at the next puzzle. First, let's look at captures. So if I captures, he simply just captures back. So that doesn't seem very good. And let's see. What other type of moves can I look at? Can I give a check to the king? Yeah, I can give a check to the king, but what would a check to the king really do? Not sure. Because if I give a check to the king here, he just takes it with his queen. And there's not much to be gained there. So immediately what I'm thinking is it probably has something to do with this pin or something to do with trapping this knight here if I capture here. So there's a pin here, and this is often a merit of tactical tactics basically. This is often a merit of tactics in which we have one of the three things, a pin, a fork, or something like that. At the level of tactics I'm doing, usually it's not as simple as a pin or fork, but sometimes it is. So one thing to note is that if we make any nonchalant move, like maybe g6, he'll play rook takes e8 and we'll be in a world of pain. And that's checkmate. Or, wow, g6 is a bad example because he then just can't take this. But if we play g6, then he'll take our queen here. And yeah, there's nothing in that position. So immediately I'm thinking we pretty much have to take here. Because if we move our rook anywhere, it seems like none of my rook moves do anything. So if I take here, let's say he goes here, and then I think I might be actually winning there. Because, oh, sorry, I went back a move. If I take here and he takes here, the second rank is pretty open. So I can go queen g2. Queen e8 check is not a problem because I have bishop f8, and after queen here, I have king h8, so that's not really a problem. And I'm threatening to play queen f2. And if he goes king d1, I can go queen e2 and then king here. So by process of elimination, we have two problems here. First of all, the rook is hanging, and second of all, the queen is also attacked. But one thing to notice is, first of all, this pin and the rook on the 7th rank. So I think the correct move here is rook takes e3. And now I was thinking queen takes g2, or sorry, queen, there's nothing on g2. I was thinking queen g2, and I'm not sure how he really defends. He can't go queen e2, because that gives up a queen. I guess he could go knight e2, but then I think check here, check is, yeah, that's mate. So yeah, I don't see a defense of queen e2. So he goes knight e2, I'll take here. And do I grab the rook in the corner, or is there anything better? I don't really think there's anything better. Like, let's just briefly calculate here. Takes here. No, I think I'm just down in exchange there, so I pretty much have to take. Okay, we got that one correct, and I think from the looks of it, that one was around 2200 or 2300 rating. So that was a pretty high tactic to get. So now I'm thinking, so first of all, let's look at captures and checks and things like that. We don't have any checks, unfortunately. We do have a capture. We can capture this knight, and we can capture this rook. So let's just first calculate those. I'm going a little bit slow because I want this to be inclusive to everyone who plays chess and everyone who wants to do tactics. Many people do tactics slightly slower. So after rook takes e6, we can take this, but he takes with the queen. We're simply down a queen there, and I don't think that is really what we want to be doing. So the next thing I want to look at is basically merits of the position, i.e. any like common tactic patterns I see. So this queen here is pretty lonely. If I play like rook f4, it's seemingly trapped. And the second thing I have to notice is that there's a hanging piece, and that hanging piece probably wants to take here. So if I could possibly maybe defend that as well as keeping pressure on this piece, that would probably be a very good move. So now I'm going to look at some candidate moves just to continue with my process of solving this tactic. So the first candidate move that's coming to my head is queen f7 because of the fact that he has to defend this knight, and I'm not really sure what he's gonna play after that. So let's calculate. Queen f7, knight g5 is met by mate. So queen f7, knight takes e5 is met by mate. So after here, I'm really not sure what my opponent is going to do. Let me try to calculate any other moves. Yeah, he can't even defend this. So after queen f7, I think the position is just winning. Okay, he goes rook g6. Okay, actually, I didn't even see that. The idea, I guess, for him is to, after I take here, mate on g7. So probably I can just play e5 then, because of the fact that his knight can't move due to the mate, and he'll just lose a piece. So e5. Okay, yeah, e4. So that's a pinned piece tactic, and so I think that was also 2200, and so I gained a few rating points for that. The Lichess rating point system for tactics is very generous, though. So on chess.com, I don't think I would be this highly rated on tactics, but tactics on chess.com are obviously costing money. Okay, so he played bishop d6. I think this might be the last tactic I'm going to do. And so immediately I'm just thinking of captures and checks. I can capture here, but yeah, after bishop e4, I can't really do anything. I can capture here, but after here, I guess wait. Yeah, then I have bishop c4, and if he takes this way, then I have bishop a4. So originally, actually, what I was thinking before I went over my thought process was about bishop e4. That's immediately the move that came to my head, because if he takes, I have mate. But after bishop e4, he has queen e6, and he's defending that. So then I looked at the captures, which helped me solve this problem, in which I had queen takes c4. If he takes this way, I have bishop here mate. If he takes this way, I have bishop here mate. So I think this is the move. Oh, bishop c5. Okay, I missed the move, actually. And I think it's just mate in one. Okay, so that was a 2400. I think that puzzle was very overrated. The Lichess puzzle system is still getting adapted. And so I think that's the end of today's video, guys. If you liked the video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe. And if you want me to do more tactic things, please remember to tell me in this description, the comments below. Thank you for watching.